Hi, I'm Misty Velasky, and you're watching another edition of Ojai Valley News In Depth. Joining us today is one of our favorites, Jamie Fleming, Executive Director of the Ojai Film Festival, which is coming back through town October 25th to November 1st this year.
That's right.
Good stuff. Thank you for coming.
I am so excited this year.
Yes,
There's
good stuff.
So much to tell you about.
Right. Cram it all in here. So the great thing about this festival is you're bringing 58 films, I think it is, this year?
That's right. We get about 350 films submitted from all around the world. And then we go through a whole process of screening them. We narrow it down, and the top 58 films are what we show over the course of the weekend. And then this year, for a new wrinkle to the film festival, we're adding Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the following week at the Playhouse Theater downtown in the evenings, just to show a lot of the films that people might have missed on the weekend.
So we've got great workshops, too, along with these films. Workshops, panels from some of the biggest names in Hollywood.
We always like to bring a lot of people who are in the film business up here so that the audience and attendees get a chance to hear a little bit about behind the scenes, what it's like to be on the set. So yes, we have this year, of course, our filmmaker panel. Jack Green is a major acclaimed film cinematographer. He did about 15 of Clint Eastwood movies.
Wow.
He was nominated for an Academy Award for Unforgiven. Some of the more recent movies you might recognize are 40-Year-Old Virgin and 50 Blind Dates, films like that. But he's going to be terrific. He's a really nice guy. He's flying in from Hawaii just to be here for this. Dave Lukenbach. Now here you have a cameraman. He's a local resident. But this man, he just got back from being on the Johnny Depp film, The Lone Ranger. He's done the Spider-Man films, the Pirates of the Caribbean films. He is just a wonderful man, full of experiences, loves to tell stories about what it's like to be on the set, especially when they're off in the desert trying to shoot every day for weeks. So these type of panels will be fun. Something we never had before is we're going to have a makeup workshop.
Yeah, this sounds really interesting.
The Makeup Designery in Hollywood, which has the top makeup school, they are bringing their top film and TV makeup artists to come here to do a 2-hour workshop on Saturday starting at 2. So that's going to be really nice for a lot of people who just want to find out what that's all about and learn some things. And then we have a screenwriting workshop, which we've always had before, but this year, instead of just 1, we have 4. And of course it'll include our favorite screenwriter, Steven D'Souza, who, as anyone who might remember, he wrote The Die Hards, 48 Hours, Commando, Flintstones, Tomb Raider 3, Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Big box office.
Yes, over $1 billion worth of revenue. And this man is such a dynamo to listen to. And so he's going to be fun, and then there'll be 3 others like that. And so the screenwriting, then we have the makeup. It's a good way for people to get a chance to learn a little bit about the filmmaking process. Then on the panel side, we also have the actors panel, which is fun because this way people can hear what it's like for an actor not only to be on the set, but what it's like to prepare. What's it like to be at home in their normal daily life. So there's a chance to just ask them candid questions from the audience. And this is always a popular panel that we have each year.
And you're going to be putting people in front of some of the casting directors, too, as well, in one of your others.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yes.
We do have our very popular acting workshop. And there we have Mark Durso. He flies in from Miami. He's one of the top acting coaches in the United States. And he is put together with a casting director. This year it'll be Valerie Masella. And she is currently casting a film and a TV show. And what an opportunity.
Right.
For anyone who's an actor or is trying to be an actor to, right here in Ojai, be in front of a major casting director and to learn your skills. You have to go into Hollywood and probably spend a lot of money just to get in front of a casting director like this. So I hope people will take advantage of what we're bringing in that way.
Absolutely. Now, of course, segueing back here to these amazing films, again, 58 films. You've got some special screenings coming up as well, including a free screening on Thursday the 25th.
That's right. We always bring in special screenings to augment everything that we're showing as far as the competition films. And you're right. Thursday night at Libby Bowl, we always offer a free screening. It's sponsored by Community Bank here, which is fun because it's a community screening. And then this year it'll be Yellow Submarine.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah, we're bringing it back. It's been completely redone, and the original animator, the animation director, is going to be there to talk about the process and what it was like. And if anyone remembers, it's the Beatles and the Blue Meanies and their Yellow Submarine. It'll really be fun. That's at Libby Bowl, yes. Thursday night. And then Friday night, we're going to start off, we'll talk about this a little later, but it's still a very special screening called Minds in the Water. And that is a film that follows Dave Rostovich, who's a pro surfer. Any surfer will know that name right away. And his friends, in their quest for 5 years, surfing and sailing all around the world along the various coasts, trying to bring to light the plight of the dolphins that they have a kindred feeling, spirit with as surfers. Then on Saturday, Laemmle Theaters in Los Angeles, a major independent theater chain. Well, Greg Laemmle loves our festival, and he personally selects, and they present a film. This year is going to be Dorfman, which is a fun film. A young girl who grew up in the valley, San Fernando Valley, suddenly sublets a loft in downtown Los Angeles, which is a complete cultural change for her. And it's the movie about all her misadventures and all love and everything else. It's a feel-good, fun movie. So we're really excited to have that. And then my most favorite thing that I think we have on the calendars on Sunday is called The Accidental Icon, The Real Gidget Story.
Yes. And we have a special guest coming.
We do. This film documents the young girl who, back in the 60s, spent her time on the beach desperately wanting to learn how to surf and spending time with all the boys. And her father, who's a writer, would write down her exploits when she come home. And Moondoggy, all these different names. And he finally wrote a book based on all this called Gidget. And the movie was made, the TV shows. Well, the real Gidget, this girl, is still alive, surfs. She's 70 years old and lives in Malibu, and she is coming.
That is great.
And it's going to be fun because we're going to have a surf reception afterwards where she's going to talk some more, meet everyone, and sign her dad's book. Wow. So that'll be a really, I think, a fun experience.
Quintessential Southern California.
And we also have one other film I wanted to mention on Saturday night, that Elevate Films, which is located here in Ojai. They're presenting this film. It's called Happy.
Yes.
And I think people will really like this film because of just the fun spirit as the filmmaker travels all around the world finding reasons why people love to be happy instead of focusing on why people like to be, why people are depressed. And it's a fun movie. I saw the trailer. It made me smile.
Very cool. Now, another thing to smile about, of course, here in Ojai, we're very eco-friendly, very eco-conscious. So, Perfect Focus Earth is a new segment that you guys are bringing this year.
It is.
A lot of really, really incredible films coming for that. And you're going to be tying in some local organizations as well to that.
We are. This is so exciting that we have actually found so much support from all the local and regional environmental groups to say, what a great opportunity. One of the highlights, I think, starts at Saturday at 12:30. The film production company in Hollywood called McGilvery and Freeman. Now, that might not mean anything to someone until they go to a big IMAX movie like Everest or these type of big films. And you'll see it's produced by McGilvery Freeman. Well, of course, I had to get past the question, where in the world is an IMAX theater in Ojai? But to them, they have film crews travel to the most remote parts of the ocean all around the world all the time, shooting really beautiful footage of environmental issues with the oceans. No one ever really sees this. This is a 5-year project they're working on. And they're going to bring this footage and show it. And it'll be absolutely, I know, just because of the type of films that they make, this footage is going to be just beautiful and awe-inspiring. So I can't wait. That's 12:30 on Saturday. And then we're going to have UCSB and their documentary, Carsey Wolf Center is bringing some films, so that'll be fun. The Surfrider Foundation and the Santa Barbara Channel Keeper group has a film called One Beach, which is going to be perfect for Ojai because it talks about the pollution on the beach, but it has artists also in the film going through and making art from some of the trash to try and recycle it. So it's kind of a fun little catch there. Thing. And then We have a film called The Big Fix on Saturday, which is about the BP oil spill, and that's going to be interesting because we do have oil derricks and things off our own coast,
Sure.
And so it explores different issues there. And then on Sunday, the Ojai Land Conservancy is presenting with us a movie called Chasing Ice.
I'm really excited about this. When I saw the trailer, it's unbelievable.
This film got an award at the Sundance Film Festival, standing ovation. It's about a photographer, kind of scientist, travels all over the remotest parts of the world with these stop-motion cameras for years. And so the documentary documents how he has to persevere through all these weather conditions, but the footage he ends up with is supposed to be just unbelievable.
I'll give you goosebumps.
And then the Ojai Green Coalition is presenting a wonderful film with us called Eating Alabama.
Yes.
And this is a fun film because it relates to a lot of issues and things people think about here, even in Ojai. This couple who moved back to their hometown that's a farming town in Alabama decide to try and, for 1 year, live on eating just foods that were raised and grown in Alabama. And they find that that's a lot tougher to do, even if you go to farmers markets. Yeah. If you ask the right questions, you find out really where the foods, some foods come from. Their first marketing trip took 700 miles. And so it's going to be really fun.
Just to make dinner.
And they're coming also, the filmmakers are coming who did this for that year and to talk also. And the Ojai Green Coalition's Food Council has set up a wonderful panel. So that'll be taking place on Sunday also. And we have wine tastings that Barefoot Wines is offering during these environmental films and panels. So it's going to be a fun 2 days for people to just learn, a lot about what's going on around them.
Now, okay, we've talked about so many different films here. What are you looking forward to? Because I'm looking forward to the Chasing the Ice, and then there's another one that just cracks me up. Seadrift in the Big Guy.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that one up. This film is about a gentleman who lives in Texas, made the mistake to talk to his buddies about a canoe race that is 260 miles long, but you have to complete it in 100 hours. That doesn't sound so tough unless you realize it's through remote countries. You have to carry your canoes through parts. You're dealing with rattlesnakes. You're going all 24 hours. It's really tough. And this one gentleman makes the wrong mistake of saying, oh, anyone can do that. And of course, he's challenged by his buddies. And so this film is about how he takes on this 260-mile race. But that's not why I'm excited. I'm excited because Randall Dark is the cinematographer who's made the documentary. This man has been to our festival before, and he is just so fascinating to listen to because he's so knowledgeable. And what he did with this film is he shot it with 7 different types of cameras, from an iPhone all the way up to a really high-end HD camera. He blends it all together when he puts the whole film together, and as an audience, you'll never know the difference. He's that good at this, and it's going to be fascinating because he will talk afterwards about how he went about it and all the adventure and dangers he went through just to try and get this movie made. But yes, I am looking forward to that film.
Good stuff. Jamie, thank you so much for joining us. We so
welcome.
Appreciate you coming by every year.
My pleasure.
I'm Misty Velasky. This is Jamie Fleming with the Ojai Film Festival, which is running October 25th to November 1st. For more information, tickets, and all that good stuff, you can visit
www.ojaifilmfestival.com. Pretty easy.
Perfect. Thank you very much for stopping by. This has been Ojai Valley News